Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. I know everybody's looking for a deal. Everybody's looking for a deal. Me, you, and just about everybody else with these high cost of vehicles, and the prices are getting absolutely ballistic. It's out of control, really. And you see a lot of the videos I share, and we talked about the market here, previous videos, but I'm going to cut right to the chase. There are some great deals out there, and I want to identify those because I've even mentioned in the other videos about, there are spotty deals. Overall, the market is still too strong for the dealers, but there are some good deals if you are looking for a vehicle and you have some extra cash laying around. I want to give you some of the best ones that I found, and some of them are actually not even necessarily advertised. So I want to break this right down and get right from the top. So first of all, what I find is the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Now, obviously EVs aren't selling the best. They're struggling a little bit. Tesla's sort of holding their own, but the non-Tesla EVs are struggling, and they're all highly incentivized. But here's a great option. Ioniq 5 by Hyundai, $15,000 off of sticker. 15 grand. Yes, that's basically, it's about $50 a month cheaper in the month of August. 36-month lease. You can also get, there's other great incentives with that. $15,000 lease, cash incentive. Lots of great options there. Now, again, you've got to like the brand, you've got to like EVs, but if you're in the market anyway, that might be a great choice. $15,000 off sticker. Absolutely a great, great deal. Another electric vehicle. Again, no, these are not all electrics, but here happens to be another one. And we know that Mercedes cannot seem to sell their electric vehicles, the EQ series. Mercedes-Benz EQS discount. So that's their big granddaddy of SUVs. SUVs, specifically the S-Class. So, of course, it's their biggest one there. Save up to 26 grand off of sticker. That's a great deal. Now, they're not cheap vehicles, so I'm warning, but, again, for those maybe the executives or those folks that want to dig in and buy that premium luxury vehicle, Mercedes-Benz offers that up in the 24 Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. First, the EVs qualify for $7,500 off in lease bonus cash from Benz. You can also get another $5,000 incentive bonus. And if you're new or say maybe kind of you're new to or returning Mercedes-Benz leasees, you might be able to get another $5 grand. So a bit of a loyalty bonus in there as well. Maybach models up to $26,000. You can get, anyway, lots of great deals there. Basically $26,000 off. Here's another one, and we know Stellantis is struggling. We've seen it. We talk about it almost every week. Stellantis and the ups and downs. But if you want to get sort of on the tail end of one of their outgoing models, Rams, some of them are highly incentivized. But Dodges, we know Dodges are struggling. They're not selling. The numbers are down. And I'm not pitching for Dodges Stellantis because I think I'm kind of done with getting ripped off. I don't know about you all, but hey, if we're all done getting soaked and taken to the cleaners by these high cost of these increases that they've applied to all their stickers over the last 3 or 4 years, it's a bit much. But there are some good deals. And hey, I mean, we all love a good deal. I love a good deal. And this one still represents a solid deal. Now, the prices are up pretty high to begin with. So after you scale it back, is it where you want to be? Run the numbers. But what I'd say is the Dodge Durango discounts are up to $7,700 off of MSRP. So almost $8 grand off. And that's on a 2024. What are they saying? Basically, SRT models are no longer excluded. So that's a big one. We know that a lot of times the hot rod versions of any of these manufacturers, they don't incentivize. But you are able to get some of that money off the SRT versions as well. And the Hellcat version looks like an additional $7,100 on bonus cash through September 3rd. So, I mean, if you've been looking, if you're thinking or you're on the fence waffling, take a look, run the numbers, make sure it makes sense for you. We all know that they've been ripping customers off, at least from my perspective. And they also have a 3-month no payments required. So there's a bit of a delay so you can get in and make your payments. Again, and I've warned you all before, try to keep it within a 4-year time frame, 3 to 4 years. If you have to pull this out to 84 months, it's probably more than you want to get involved with. Another electric vehicle, Cadillac Lyriq. up to $11,500 off. Again, you know, Cadillac and GM, they're bragging it up that they're selling at an alarming rate, but we all know that electric vehicles aren't selling all that well. And the Lyriq, it's really no different. But again, if you like the car or whatever it is, it's a bit of a hearse looking thing. The 24 Lyriqs, you can get that $11,500 off, as well as there's an additional federal tax credit of $7,500 in the Ultium Promise bonus cash from GM. And they're also offering $1,000 in down payment assistance. Finally, competing EV owners can score, you know, there's another $3,000 in conquest cash. So if you need, I mean, there's all sorts of incentives GM's throwing at this. If you want to get a Cadillac, a Lyriq, might be a good option. I'm not the biggest fan, but hey, I'm just throwing it out there. There's lots of incentives behind that one. The best car rebate deal. So the Toyota Mirai. Here's one, I wouldn't suggest it, but I'm going to give you the discounts and the deals because they represent a good discount if that's what you're looking at. The Mirai, yeah, I mean, what are we talking? Hydrogen. So we know that sort of market is tight and tough. You're not going to find fill-up stations in Montana, let's put it that way. So it's sort of a California thing. But 0% APR and up to $33,000 off of sticker. Absolutely ridiculous. Great deal, but it's kind of that car that has a limited lifespan. We've heard about those. You can only run them for so long before it has to be recertified because of the containment system and the volatility of hydrogen. So it's sort of almost a throwaway car. So you have to get good discounts. But if you've been looking at one, there you go. 24 for 0% APR, 72 months, 33 grand off. Okay, enough about that. Hyundai Ioniq 6. We already talked about the 5, the 6. It's kind of that weird long slope. Almost looks like the Mercedes CLS, just not as cool. But it's an electric vehicle, Ioniq 6. In 24 model year, SEL trim, $11,000 off sticker, and runs about $299 a month for 33 months for, you know, with about a $4,000 due at signing for a lease. So there's some deals there. This makes your monthly effect cost just $420. And it's an amazing deal if you want to get an electric vehicle. If you like to lease and you don't necessarily want to risk and go and say, I want to buy this, a lease is a great way to get in and try it out and, you know, dump it at the end of the lease if you want. Here's one of the favorites of mine. I'm actually a little surprised this one's on the list. Granted, the discount's not excessive, but it's an amazing car. And I'm looking at a vehicle, if you're looking at something European, sporty, fun, flashy, and fast. Checks all the boxes. Yeah, we're talking about an Audi S3. You can get up to $5,000 discount off of MSRP on a 24 model. You notice most of these are all 24s because they're trying to push them out the door, make way for the 25s. So this is where you can start negotiating, not just on these offerings, but I would even go in there and start, you know, dickering off of invoice pricing, because off of sticker is one thing, but off of invoice is yet another. So, you know, these are good places to start. I mean, clearly this tells you that you could probably get even more off than some of these discounts. The reality is it just gives you some focus, brings focus to those vehicles that are trying to be incentivized to push out the door. So you might even get more than that. But basically Audi's offering $5 grand off credit through, has a $5,000 Audi credit through September 3rd. The S3 rarely benefits from any of the big discounts, we know, because it's a popular model. It's fun, it's fast. So it's not a model that you're going to get a lot of discounts on. The A4 and the A5 Sportbacks are going to get about a $4,000 discount off of sticker for the 2024s. So you can get into a nice little European sporty vehicle and have fun, you know, get into a lease, but more importantly, these buys, these purchases can get you some money off. If you've been looking anyway, might be a great option. Audi is also offering, this one's a bit bigger, you know, more their premium version, the A8, their premium, or the executive car or sedan, if you will. The A8 is discounting off of $15,000 off of sticker for a 24, and that's up to September 3rd as well. The A8 55 TFSI features a $10,000 Audi credit, Additionally, there's unadvertised marketing allowance worth another $5,000. So that's up to $15,000 in total savings off of stickers. So you can get some good deals. The A8, it's a nice vehicle. It's going to cost you a fair amount up front anyway, but it's nice to see some of those discounts being chucked around. Another one we see on the way out the door, Stellantis again. Dodge, we saw they're not selling very well. The Durangos are incentivized. And here's the Challengers as well, or the Chargers. I'm looking at a Dodge Charger SXT, the GT, the RTs, and they're eligible for power dollars through September 3rd. What they're basically saying offers $3,700 in savings on a 370 horsepower Charger RT. So $3,700. Look at those models, see if it makes sense. It's not the greatest car, I'll be honest. They don't make good quality cars, but if you want something that's kind of fun and it's a little cooler than driving around in a little Kia, you know what, you might get yourself into something that looks at least kind of fun. Stellantis Financial is also offering deferred payments up to 3 months, kind of almost as we saw in the Durango. Challenger, same storyline, $3,750 off of sticker, same story. 3 months delayed payments on a 23s. And again, we know the Challengers and the Chargers are kind of going away and they're going electric, which we've seen those and it's a joke and a lot of people are laughing about the new electric Chargers and that. So if you want what's kind of the outgoing of the gas or the ICE, that might be a good option. What about the best trucks? Everybody wonders about trucks because that's a hot market and we know the prices are really, really high on a lot of trucks. I've showed this before in some of the videos where, I was out prowling on some of the Ram lots and we've seen some discounts and some of the big discounts to get you in the door. And like here for example, what I'll say is a 2024. I've seen 22s, I've seen 23s on the lot, but they're actually offering 24. So current generation, we know they're trying to push them out. We know 25s are rolling in and the allocations are piling up, of course, as 25s are hitting the lots. And a lot of these dealers are struggling because they're not able to sell the 24s or 23s yet. So they are incentivizing. And the 24s, you're able to get some of the biggest discounts of any trucks. But, I mean, granted, we have to realize and acknowledge that Stellantis and Ram were some of the biggest charge increases on base sticker in the last 3 or 4 years. So, they jacked them up, now they're pulling them back. And so what I'll say is the best deal on the Bighorn V6 crew cab with $9,000 off. Now it's a V6. We know that's the 3.6 V6 Pentastar, if you will. It's kind of like, it's not really the best. Now they're going with that straight turbo 6. So you may be able to get some deals. This is the V6, clearly not a good seller. But if you're looking for 24, I would still look and negotiate off of sticker or invoice for the V8. The Hemi would be probably the best choice. But if you just want a basic truck to get around with, $9,000 off of the V6 Bighorn crew cab. The figure, it's based on a $4,500 national retail customer cash, a $2,000 financing incentive when you go with Stellantis, and a $2,000 bonus for buyers in California. Well, that makes it kind of interesting, right? Probably some sort of tax offsets there. But anyway, you can get a pretty decent deal on some of the Rams. And I haven't seen a lot of great deals on Fords. We haven't seen too much of that. We also haven't seen too much on GM, Chevy, and GMC. But that's basically a summary of some of the best deals you're going to find right now in August 2024. Hope that helps you if you've been shopping for any of those electric vehicles, not great sellers, trucks, Rams. There's some great options out there. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have any further thoughts on great deals that I might have missed, love to hear it. Anyway, hope to see each and every one in the next one. See you real soon. Bye-bye.